One of the people in the audience is very concerned that the city hasn't taken full cognizance of the difficult economic times that we face in this country and locally. They're concerned that the city is engaging
that we cannot spend our way to any kind of success in this city. We have 25,000 folks that live in this city. The potential for us to continue to add staff, to continue to add additional services, it really boils down to priorities. One of the things that we have not done is ask you, the citizen, what are your priorities for our city? These issues are paramount to whether you want core services and those additions to the city, like the riverfront, which will be the next project we're discussing. Are those projects the most important projects to you and your tax dollars, or do schools outweigh those? Those are the type of financial decisions that we have not brought forth to you as council. And the reason I stand before you today is that the transparency with the general public has been less than acceptable in my book. At this point, with continuation of spending and taxing, as I mentioned earlier, we are the 9th highest tax per capita municipality in the state of Virginia. We cannot attract, grow, and retain businesses to this city being the 9th highest per capita tax city. There's no way we're going to do it. So we have to lower taxes in order to do that. And one of the things we have to do is we have to go back to zero-based budgeting. We have to look at the first dollar that goes into our accounts, the first dollar for salary, and work our way back up. We get complacent where we add to budgets after budget each year and each year. We don't go back and do this, what we do as a small business, which is to start out with that very first dollar and decide what our priorities are going to be for spending for that year. So I would recommend we go back, we do it right, and we start out with a clean slate and work it up from dollar to dollar. Thank you.
To me, this is a very simple issue to deal with, to look at it. Essentially, we're lagging behind. To me, this is a question of economic development, and the public sector needs to step forward to provide the impetus for this private investment. So here are a few things that we can do as I hover around the issue of incentives and attracting new business and growth to this area. One is this: I will increase the incentives. The state allows us to do some great things to entice business development here. I will increase them, and not only will I increase them, but I will spend time promoting them. When a new shop opens up in South Stafford, because in the Quantico new development center that they have there, I'll be there from day one, and I'll say, hey, congratulations, and the next shop that you open up, it better be in Fredericksburg. Here's my card, call me. So I will not only increase them, but I will tell people about them. And also, I want to change the posture of City Council. It needs to change from why things can't be done to why things can be done. And I hear that all across the city when I talk to business owners. Thank you.
We have to conduct the business of the city. The city is here, its management is here to provide all of the necessary services and things that are required. The city is in a very sound financial position because it has run very lean budgets. We are over 30 personnel shy of where we were several years ago because we have not rehired when people have retired. It is necessary to consider catching up now to some of the necessary infrastructure requirements that we have. But I would beg to differ with the phrase, too much spending. We've actually been very, very cautious. I will tell you that the City Council and the management looked at all of the necessary expenditures out to the year 2020 and has planned for them, has planned for all the necessary capital expenditures.
30-second rebuttal requested.
Exercise my 30-second option here again real quick. When we were making the decision to spend 10% or $35 million approximately of city taxpayer money for the bonds for the courthouse, I was very, very concerned. We are halfway through our debt ceiling. We do not have the financial wherewithal without, at this point, we are projecting increased revenues of 33.85% in order to make our budget balance this year. We have not achieved it. This is double what we did the year before. Therefore, we are in trouble going down this road. Thank you.
As I have now walked the city twice over on our listening tour, hearing from citizens their concerns about the city, I would have to disagree with both of my esteemed colleagues. They have 6 years of experience combined on city council, and this is where we're at right now. These are just the facts. Unemployment right now is at 9.1% within the city limits. That's double Stafford and Spotsy. Property values have decreased. The Q3 job earnings of last year, Fredericksburg only created 44 jobs, while all the other municipalities created substantially more. Taxable sales are down, which is important because that's manufacturing, retail, and service industries. So as a whole, the city limits of Fredericksburg is not doing that well.
Another 30-second rebuttal request, and everybody gets 30
Point
seconds.
of correction. Our revenues are up due to our high meals and lodging tax. Revenues are up, and due to our incentives alone, we have increased our jobs by over 600 in the last 3 years. Some of our programs are working, and they're going to work even better because we won't fix them.